Alright, hey there, welcome back. I don't know if I'm gonna include that first part that I did. I got a call about 2 minutes in, might just scrap that part. Anyway, hi, quick update. I'm gonna turn this down in my ear because it's kinda loud. But, I have somewhat of a new microphone to work with. It's secret microphone, I don't know, it's nicer. It's also newer, so that's kind of why I'm kind of excited about it. Second thing is, I had my first stream on YouTube yesterday. Anyway, let's go. I still have more things to do. I guess I missed a couple things. I thought I got everything, but I guess I didn't, so let's find out what else needs to be talked about. Fuck you. I knew this trip was a bad idea. There's also this part where... Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go, Joey. I think that's my Elvis voice. Whoops. If you had your fill of hassling me, I'd like to be left alone. This blows. This is so fucking dumb. Phone, stop. I am the whip in Bronya's hand, and you best get back before I crack. Good God. So freaking flushed.
What's with the judgy look?
I'm also refreshing my voices. Just get the secure. Oh! Have I not done that? I thought I did that last time. Huh. Well, I'll be right back. Let's get this trial started. You sure you want to start it up right now? There might still be some things you've missed. But it's up to you. Yeah, let's go. I think I got everything. Yep, I'm sure. Okay, let's get everyone in the ready position. There's a lot that happens here. Hey you, welcome to the trial of little Daria, what's their fuck it?
The prosecution is prepped and ready, your honorable attorney. The prosecution will now show the court that Daria John Jett stole filthy rainbow drinker contraband from the Jade Lockers, defrauded and acting like a degenerate criminal just in general. The prosecution will now call to stand their first witness.
Whoa, slow the F down, Speedy McGee. You haven't given these itty-bitty lowbloods an opportunity to get a word in.
Oh, of course, your honor. How rude of me.
Hey, Joe, who you calling up as your first witness?
Me? Yes, are you deaf? Quick, you're holding up the court.
This will set the whole tone of the trial. It's a big decision. Tisius, what do you think? This is your show. My role is merely... advisory. Okay, how about... He goes her. Nope. Yes? Tirona. Nice choice.
But you promised I wouldn't have to testify.
I never actually said that. Don't worry, I won't ask you anything incriminating.
Empress, give me strength.
Time's ticking, Bixens.
Eek, I'll talk. Look, I'm not really comfortable doing this. I prefer to work behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Naturally. Like the great Terologian of the dire empiricist droll Thomas Hobbes once said, "Teal bloods are better never seen nor heard. That is how you know the empire is thriving. Efficiently, decisively, lethally, on the back of your invisible labor." But we are not here to talk about you. We are here to talk about the unfortunate melodramatic afflictions typical of our cloistered sisters. So, stay on topic. Look, I don't know what I think I saw.
If you saw nothing, then you have nothing to lose by telling us the truth.
Are you kidding? This is a courtroom. I have everything to lose by telling the truth. Like my life.
In normal circumstances, that's true. But we're running a little experiment here.
An experiment?
Yeah, a kinder, gentler make of trial. We're practicing a policy of innocent until proven guilty.
That sounds almost blasphemous.
We know how to have fun, don't we, Your Honorable Tyranny? Yeah, no need to be afraid, buddy. Come on, prove your innocence.
Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew that the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time, I didn't even know that the Jades were carrying such a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about something silly romance novel. Not that I overheard their argument. Not explicitly. I'm not the kind of creep who would just listen in on private conversations on purpose or anything. I've just never seen one in real life before. I'm not a stalker.
She seems so nervous. I bet she knows something important. There's a couple of tools in the legislator's docket you can use for an effective trial. If the witness says something suspicious, confusing, or just plain weird, you can press them for more info. Or, if the witness makes a statement you can dispute with concrete evidence, you can present that evidence to the court. But you've got to put some thought into the evidence you're presenting. If you present something that has nothing to do with the case, you'll just piss off the court. And it won't work if you present your evidence on the wrong statement either. Mess it up too much and you'll bore His Honorable Tyranny and the trial gets thrown out. So if you ever get stuck, just press the hint button and I'll help you out.
Wow, that sounds pretty exciting. I'll give it a shot. Okay, Torona, take it from the top. Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew pages were missing, that is. I mean, they at the time, I didn't even know that the Jays were carrying such a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about a silly romance novel. Yeah, not that I overheard their argument, not explicitly, but I'm not some kind of creep who would just listen on a private conversation on purpose or anything. I've just never seen one in real life before, but I'm not a stalker. I think it was this one. We never called you a stalker. Of course not. I just meant a stalker is what you would call me. If you turned around, that would be you'd have been doing something creepy, like following around a bunch of strangers I just met on a train.
Zephyros, does she sound more nervous than usual to you?
Maybe we should try presenting some evidence?
Good idea. Let's think carefully about this. What's something that only the Jades had on them that someone would find embarrassing to be caught with? Present. I think it is this one? Yes. Take this!
You know what this is. What? I have never seen anything like that before in my life.
You've never seen a magazine?
That's right! And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. It's not like you can have mind control over me.
She is obviously lying. What do I do? She just told you. Use mind control. The thing we don't have? Most legislators lack psychic powers, and we still get the job done. That's the thing. Mind control isn't magic. It's simply the art of using TK to trigger chemical responses in the victim's brain. The same chemicals can easily be hijacked with words instead. If you figured out the motive, now we just bring the intent.
Magazine. I've never seen a magazine before in my life, and there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. You can't even mind control me to say otherwise. Face it, Lowblood, you've got nothing on me.
She's kind of right. Unless she tells the truth, we don't have anything. We have more than you think. You talked to all the assholes before the trial, too. Use your memory. I'll bet that all of them told you something they shouldn't have.
Wait!
Zephyros, didn't she say something before about having never seen one in real life either? Earlier? I think it's safe to say she didn't actually mean a magazine. Is it really that unusual for Jays to leave their caves?
I mean, for cloistered ones, yeah, but there are non-cloistered Jades too.
So she was talking about something else. I wonder what she meant. Not that one. And there's nothing to prove. I have... I can't even mind control me into saying otherwise. Which one is this? Looking for that I have. Let's press this one. How is it even possible you've never seen a magazine before? Yes, now that the subject has been so disruptively slapped on the table like this, I must concur, magazines are very common objects. I find it especially strange that a hopeful recruit to the terrible order of prospective editors is so ignorant about the history of regurgitated tree pulp media, which is, we all know, that was once the cornerstone of our caste power base. Ugh, yes, I know about the grand old days when teal bloods were had to pull paper to create the historical record with our own mouths. Why are you all being so perceptivist and literal? I was obviously being facetious. LMAO, why would you ever try to be facetious in front of a room full of teals? On the stand, a flippant exaggeration can be the deciding factor in a guilty verdict. Maybe you want to rephrase your statement? Okay, fine. I do have some knowledge regarding the existence of magazines, but I've never seen that one. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. You can't even mind control me. Okay. I think we can do this. No. I think. Interesting. No. Press. You're right, I can't mind control you, but I could find someone who can use mind control. Oh damn, it's getting spicy. You wouldn't! I don't know. Can we do that? Theoretically, yes, as far as I know, it's not against protocol. Your honorable tyranny. Oh, someone make this happen. Wait! I'm gonna overrule this one. Tizius, my dear, please, this is torturing me. We were supposed to be on vacation. Yeah, we're all on a nice sweet vacation on Alternia right now. You have the rest of your life to serve the Empire cells. Why don't we just chill out and see where this one goes? Oh, darling, as always, you're right. Your honorable tyranny can be cancelled that order to requisition an amoral psychic. We will solve this mystery with nothing but wit and intuition. What did I tell you? Mind control. You know, I'm not entirely sure that what just happened, but I don't think I can use that technique on Torona. Not the exact same technique, no. But you just need to figure out what it is about that magazine that makes her tick. Sounds easier said than done. Can I present people? Oh, okay, here we go. That's why I was... I'm pretty sure I can use link. No, I'm pretty sure I have to use link for some part of this. Present link. Present? No. Let's do... Nope. I think... what's the holdup? Do you think I'm on the right track? I think that's what's going on here. It's extremely obvious. Of course you do! I've never had to be a legislator before. Look, think about it logically. There's only a limited number of reasons Torona would want the magazine. Should be easy to narrow them down. Was reminded of someone. Great. Who was she reminded of? Blank. Oh, I think I get it now. I told you it was obvious. You know, don't you think Lank looks kind of like one of the boys on this cover? You mean Actius? Haha, so you do know what that magazine is about. You were lying.
Of course I was lying. Who doesn't know who the hatch-to-hatch dances are? Yes, have you not heard? It has only to dance and they're very good at it. H2D is the hottest group on the planet. In fact, they're so popular that they've already been pre-approved for cushy military positions when they hit 9 sweeps, so that they can continue their music careers while serving the Empress. Well, except for... Oops, I've said too much.
No, you haven't. Keep going.
Ugh, I didn't want to believe it was true, but there's rumor that Actius is actually getting cold soon. He's been dissing Tizia's selfies on Twitter, and she's going to send bots after him on their next gig. It's not fair. So is this going somewhere? It's just that, you see, Actius is my bias. Your what? He's my bias.
Yeah, everything is clear now. Actius is her waifu.
That means that he's her favorite.
Yes, I see now. Just as a warrior cannot reveal his waifu except to true comrades and true rivals, a member of H2D battalion cannot let their bias slip accidentally. To do so would be as foolish as bearing your neck to an enemy. Male J-blood. You don't see one of those every day. So you were following Branya and her friends around because Link looks like your favorite singer?
I mean, well, only a little bit. And I was hoping to get my hands on that magazine article for my self-torture book, scrapbook. But I saw Linnea confiscated shortly after we boarded, and I didn't want to get caught breaking into her locker, so when I saw someone smuggling paper into the locator, I thought, hold up. You saw who stashed the papers in the bathroom? I didn't see exactly. I didn't exactly see it, per se. The train was under the mountain at the time.
Wait, did we go through a tunnel? If we did, I guess it must have been when we were in the first car. There were so many people I couldn't see out the doors. If that's true, then we have an exact timeline of the crime, don't we?
You're right!
Thank you, Tarala. Your testimony really helped us out.
In that case, can I go now?
Yeah, buddy, scuttle along. Interesting. She was talking about your friend's party, right, Zephyros?
It sounds like Critia's party is going to be a mess. But from what I know, Damek and Critia have been up to H2D is the last reason Trizia would have her place raided.
Well, we have to focus on the trial right now or we're going to be stuck in this car forever. I think it's time to talk to Little Miss Camp Counselor. Well chosen. Branya, you're up next. If that's what you meant? If that's what you want. I already told you that I won't speak against my girls. And Link.
And Link. Yes, caste loyalty is laudable attribute in any loyal subject of the Empire. However, in this case, silence may be more damning than any testimony you could give.
What do you mean?
I have in my hands a personal notes grub, which happened to be running at the precise moment that your group's adorable little schism kicked up.
Wow.
Your honorable tyranny, the prosecution would like to submit in lieu of testimony. The defendant's own words. Is that allowed?
In court, my dude. Anything goes if it pleases the judge. Yeah, just tickle me entertainment gloves.
It's your choice, Miss Branya. Test your wits against my 2 completely untrained legislators participating in a farce trial or put faith in the truth, but I warn you, the truth is a cleansing light more powerful than the sun, and I don't think you're a rainbow drinker.
Ooh, nice one, Stells. I'm all Twitter-pated.
Thanks, I stole that one from you, darling.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's so good. So what's it gonna be, champ?
Very well, we will play the recording. Oh no, this is bad. Or is it bad? I can't tell.
Hard to tell either way. Unlike the last witness, you won't be able to fluster them with incriminating evidence. Anything you present must be absolutely and without a doubt irrefutable.
Would everyone just calm down?
We are calm.
The only one pitching a fit here is Lanera, as usual. I am not pitching a fit. I am trying to help Rania keep everyone in order. Lanera, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me called. I should have known the second we were out of the cave you'd try to get me thrown off the train, you backstabbing little bitch. And no one will have to get thrown off any train if you just tell us where the book is. I don't have to say any shit about shit. Jiraiya, please, just tell us what happened to the book. If you say that you're innocent, I promise to believe you. But you have to say something. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of the brown noser's pathetic ignorance gash. Lanera's ignorance gash is as always what's caused this entire mess. What is that supposed to mean? Like, Jiraiya, don't gang up on her. Why the fuck not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this is a... There, now we've heard all of it. Bronya herself, in her own words, suspected that Jiraiya was the one who defiled the book. I think that's an oversimplification of a very complicated situation. What does Bronya think? Well, that says it all. It does sound pretty clear-cut, but it's obvious that Bronya was just trying to stop the argument at any cost. Totally, but that kind of freedom psychological analysis doesn't fly in court. Listen again. There will be a detail that stands out, I promise. Would everyone just calm down? Oh, really? I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown noser's ignorant gash. Wait. Why did you tell Lanera to stop? Because it's because she's got her nose permanently stuck up Bronya's nook. I do not! And she's a dreadful liar. That's not going to serve you well off planet, kid. That's fine. I'm never going off planet. I plan to serve as a midwife to the Mother Grub as is befitting of a member of our cast. Oh, well. You know being a midwife isn't even fucking real. Yes, it is! Yeah, when's the last time you saw one then? They're cloistered! We're not supposed to see them! Drown me. Is the defense going somewhere with this? Upon reflection, I guess not. Press, I guess? Ugh, you're all awful to each other. It's because we're such close friends. Are you sure about that? That's just how friendship is sometimes. Is that how your best friend talks to you? Oh well, this isn't about me. But, you know. Yeah, I even saw Lanera and Link hold hands for a little while ago. I think there's something else here we're missing. What is this? Bronya's itinerary? I'm sorry. Alright. Zephyros said he saw Lanera and Link holding hands a little while ago, which is pretty wild. It was just pretty wild. You should scope out your evidence and see what that lines up with illicit hand holding. So Link and Lanera. So then it is the itinerary. Wait, before continuing, I'd like the court to examine Bronya's itinerary for the trip. Oh, let's see it then. Objection! Your Honorable Tyranny, I don't see what the relevance this line of inquiry has to the case that feels especially like stalling for time. What's wrong, Stells? I thought you liked a tight itinerary. Zizi, no, don't air out laundry like that in the public court. Keep your shirt on, babe. I meant it literally. Bronya here was the one who established the initial timeline for the case. Don't you want to make sure she's dotted all the proverbial I's and slashed all the metaphorical T's? When you put it that way, you know that I have a weakness for grammatical punctualness and well-fastidiousness in general.
Yeah, that's why I've carefully pressed hidden coffee rings into every notebook you own.
Oh, you really know how to wrinkle my press collars.
Haha, love to see this kind of stuff.
Please, you didn't even let me explain. If you look at the first item on the itinerary, you'll find a reference to the term accountability buddy.
What's an accountability buddy?
Ah, well, that's when friends learn about being responsible together. Responsibility is a very...
She makes us hold hands every time we go anywhere together.
Oh, that's...
humiliating? Yes. If I never have to feel Linnera's clammy, sweaty palm in my hand, mine again, it would be too soon.
Hey!
So you're saying that Linnera was your accountability buddy? Unfortunately. Which would make Wanshi Daria's?
Oh yes, we have always have so much fun together.
No, we don't.
Branya, I want to be absolutely clear on where everyone was and when. Can you tell us about your accountability buddy system in a little more detail? Well, I don't see how that could hurt. I assure you. Assignment of accountability buddies is standard practice. Our cloister does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. There is no special reason behind it besides a way to keep track of personal special duties. And since you asked, I can confirm that the accountability pair-ups on this trick were Link and Wanshi, or Link and Linnera, Wanshi and Daria, then these were decided by Linnera and I ahead of time. Have I answered all your questions? To be honest, not really. Would you mind going over all that again? Oh, of course! It would be my pleasure to waste as much of your time as possible. I assure you, assignment of accountability buddies is... closer... Press? I think. Wait, didn't you tell me earlier that you had a friend who was,
cold?
Well, yes, I suppose I did tell you that. You said it was because of the series, too. I told you that as well, yes. That was several sweeps ago, however. But in my testimony, I said that we did not currently experience any problems. That would give me cause to be suspicious of my friends. Okay, but don't you think that's kind of an important detail? If you insist. Assignment accountability is standard practice. Our cloister does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friend. However, several sweeps ago, had an incident which led to her being cold. There's no special reason behind it besides as a way to keep track of special duties. And since you ask, I do want to know what special duties they have. What kind of special duties? By special duties, I mean completely normal responsibilities. Like handing out the snacks, taking care of the locker key, doing bed checks, keeping track of the luggage, leading the travel dreams and group sing-alongs, etc. You don't trust your friends to keep track of those things on their own? Of course I do! It's just that everything is more fun if you're doing it with a buddy. Even the morning chores. Since they're completely normal responsibilities, could you add them to the testimony? Certainly. There's no special reason behind it. Let's see, you had the key? Wait, did you say that the accountability buddy pair-ups were responsible for taking care of the locker keys? Yes. Aha! What now? Sharona said that she saw the thief stealing into the bathroom. It says here in your itinerary that the key was with Linnera and Link from 1515 to 1545, but Sharona saw the thief make off with the book while the train was going under the tunnel at 1540. So? So, it means that Daria had no way to get into the locker during the time frame that the book was stolen, meaning that she must be innocent. Right? That's right, isn't it? Why isn't anyone saying anything? Now I must convene. Ha! Is that really the conclusion you've drawn from the evidence presented? With that rich tapestry potential and discretion laid bare before you? Yes? Incredible. Tisius, this is exhilarating. Why didn't you tell me? The pure jolt of adrenaline that one feels when seeing a wrinkle in someone's argument and preparing to decisively, irrevocably, methodically iron it out.
Stop drawing it out, Stells. You're making a mockery of the court.
I'm not the one making a mockery of the sacred institution. Your so-called defense can't possibly be taking this seriously. I observed the condition in which the locker was discovered. The thief used force to, and all you've done is prove your client's guilty. What clever rhetoric feint will you whisper in your protege's ear this time, Tisius?
Wonderful question. What do you have to say for yourself, my trusty protege?
Well, we don't know how the locker was broken into, so we can't prove anything definitively yet.
Right?
Wrong. We do in fact possess the means of burglary. What do you have to say for your client now?
Oh no, Joey. Maybe Drea did do it after all.
No! We can't give up just like that.
You know, we just met like half an hour ago. No offense, but it's weird how invested you are in this.
It's not right.
Tough shit.
Excuse me, everyone. Why are you fighting me when I'm trying to help you?
But I'm just saying, this seems more like a personal problem than anything to do with me.
So what if it is? I don't like this kangaroo court. It's like, I don't like seeing other people get taken advantage of for their amusement of others.
Ooh, that's got a lot of weight.
I'm going to blow this case wide open and prove the truth no matter what. An admirable goal, but how do you intend to do that when the issue is so cut and dry? Surely you don't happen to miraculously have an item in your possession that suggests another culprit. I might. Hide the book. Present. Oh, what about this? Stop embarrassing yourself. Oh. Bag. So this key wasn't used by the thief to steal the book. Link and Linnea were in charge while launching Daria were in charge of sea shanties. It has to be... Okay, let's see.
Wonder.
How about this? No. Present this. Maybe this will change your mind. Yawn. Back. I don't know. I can't even save right now. This. I think this might be it. Okay, this time I have for sure. Please, can I? Your Honorable Tyranny, I think we are finished here.
I think you might be right, buddy.
Wait!
A little disappointed, to be honest. Thought it'd be a better show than this.
Don't...
Dry, let's go.
Wait! Attention, everyone! Before we do anything hasty that we might regret later, I have a few facts to point out. The lock was vandalized using a sharp cutting implement. Although this could have been accomplished using the nail file found in Daria's locker, there are other items aboard this train that could achieve a similar effect. For example, a bladed strike specific. There is someone sitting in the galley right now, currently in possession of such an item. To not consider all possibilities at this juncture would be irresponsible. Therefore, I suggest the defense call this new witness to the stand.
I mean, to Gary?
To agree, this jade blood accuses you of committing the capital offense of vandalizing a sacred historical artifact, which also happens to be a piece of subversive contraband. Do you understand the gravity of this accusation? It is a double crime. What if I did do it? What? Wild. What? Is this a confession? We're just talking hypotheticals here. See, the troll who committed this crime was both nimble with the blade and a true brain genius. And while I will not admit to anything that would incriminate me, based on these attributes, you were right to suspect me. Oh my god, are we really doing this? I must defend my honor. I wouldn't expect a lowblood to understand. We're the same bloodcast, an absolute dumbass. I love Tizzius. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Heh, Joey's not gonna get a rise from weak bait, like, just try me. Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we're having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech in which the possibility of my participation in such an act would not result in prosecution. If, in such model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specialist such as a nail file. I cut it too elegantly to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine feminine tool. If you were saying that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then you must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. In theory. Are you satisfied? The current witness is obviously trolling the court. Well, yeah, aren't we all trolls here? We sure are. Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again, from the top. If you insist, let's engage in the thought process. I can't read. Ugh. Let's say we're having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech in which the possibility of... If, in such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specificist such as a nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. Oh my god, die already. If you are saying that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then it must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. Press? Wait, stop. Is this a confession? Not as such. It's a dialectical experiment. What does that even mean? It means that he is wasting the court's time. Objection, your honorable tyranny. This entire digression is pointless. Back on track, girls. Let's ask Tizzius. Like he said in his big brain words, you have to prove he was hanging near the lockers around the time the book was stolen. Okay, then let's do... No, shoot, that's not the one. Oh, maybe. She always picks a fight about how she doesn't want to pick fights. Are you trying to embarrass me in front of every stranger we meet on this trip? I wonder. The nail file is the best reinforced carnita slab on the market. It would be quite sufficient to cut through one of the cheap locks we use. Link, you're not helping. I'm not trying to. So it'd be more accurate to say that it's your opinion that the lock could not have been cut by the third-rate blade like a nail file? You could say that. Your arbitrary is wasting everyone's time. Concur, moving along. Present. Oh, nope. I clicked out of the game. Okay. Just. No. Okay.
I see that I underestimated you, but in order to defeat me in this theoretical paradigm, you must first prove that you have the motive and means to compensate for your natural deficiencies. I will throw you a bone and admit that. In such model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specialist, such as an S-knife mile. It goes to elegant, in theory. That's right. Hey, what do you have in your evidence pile that could prove this beta-tier nerd was lurking around the jade lockers? Okay, so then it's this then. Objection! Here, I want you to take a look at this. It's a 1/20th injection bottle molded polystyrene model of the 21/4, I guess. Model Imperial last active during the Rust Blood zombie rebellion of the Black Age. But of course everyone knows that. I didn't, not until you told me earlier. You never did explain what you were doing near the jade lockers, especially since you claimed that you hate jade dramas so much. Could it be that you were looking for something that belonged to you? Oh, he's beginning to sweat. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. Hey, what are you waiting for? Swoop in for the kill. Of course, if it doesn't belong to you, you wouldn't mind if I tossed it out. Wait. Objection. Well, before you get rolling, let me save you from wasting your breath. Yes, it is very clever of you to have manufactured an anti-alibi out of thin air, but you've made one serious logical error that I simply cannot overlook. Oh? Did you forget the basic conceit of this trial? I think I might have, actually. There's so much going on, it's getting a little hard to follow. Then let me be brief on the case so far. We are not trying to ascertain who was lurking. We are trying to figure out who broke into Ronnie's locker. Even if Tergiri is the proprietor of this disgusting nerd object, how does that give him a motive? Sweet obs from the auditor. IDK if this just sword boy worth any of our time. Once again, we arrived at the only logical conclusion based on the evidence presented. Your client is G-U-I-L-T-Y. Great. No! Now, just a minute, Stills. Give us a chance to mount a rebuttal before gloating, wouldn't ya? Is that customary under this hip new trial process? I've never known you to postpone gloating under any circumstances. Of course not, but we're running a lab of sorts here. What kind of experiments would it be if we didn't test all the variables, huh? You know just how to sweet-talk me. And how does your honorable tyranny feel about allowing the defense to mount a rebuttal? Oh. Allow. Honk. One chance. Better pick quick, carefully, or it's game over, buddies. Let's take another look at the evidence and see if we can figure out why Tergiri was hanging around the jade lockers. Internet history. I think this is it? Joey, this is way too much pressure for me. If we get this wrong, then I'll feel pretty bad, but you don't really think Marvis will trap us in here just because we lost a dumb game, do you? That's, really not my problem with it. Are you absolutely sure about that? Can I save? Save. Yes? Oops. Well, I saved. I'm gonna pause here, because I don't want to keep going on this part. I'm gonna end it here. But thank you for watching, thanks for listening. I am gonna pick it up right here, because I want to know what happens next. But that's gonna be for the next video, because this is already gonna be about 15 minutes. Okay, bye!